Hey, Rhett, I love your dress.
What the hell you say to me, hoe? What the fuck?
Oh! See? This is why I didn't fuck with them producers on that show.
I am Felicia Mary. I'm the creator of Bigger.
And I'm Devon Shepard, the showrunner of Bigger.
A lot of the things I've written on my own has been centered around friendship, with friends in my real life being the center of my world.
I ain't show y'all so y'all can laugh at me.
I'm doing that bullshit, of course you did.
It's a quarter-life crisis where we're all searching for bigger and better things.
Before I left corporate, I never prioritized my own pleasure or joy. You know, the stuff that should really matter in life, right?
And I think with the advent of social media, there's a huge entrepreneurial spirit that's happening with this younger generation.
If you really want to revamp your business, you gotta make some sacrifices.
We all have these dreams that we have in our 20s. I think it's usually two ways that goes. You actually do execute the plan you had in your 20s, and in your 30s, you're like, oh, I don't want none of this shit. Or it's you didn't have a plan, now you're in your mid-30s going, what happened? Oh my God, time is running out. I need to make something in my life happen that makes me feel happy.
I think I saw cartoon.
Oh, what?
I saw cartoon.
It's been a really amazing collaboration with the creative team as well as the directors coming in. They are building a very fun world that melds live-action plates with animation elements, as well as traditional visual effects, green screen driving comps, which you probably won't notice, TV screens, phone screens.
It is amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're also going to see cartoon animation in this sweet style that will be put onto the actual plates that they shoot.
I love what I've heard they look like, because they kind of like would direct me physically to be like, you know, an eggplant emoji, and it's gonna hit you in the face while you're, you know, trying to text your fiance. You can't see how you look, so it just feels stupid, but you just have to trust that you don't look dumb and you're doing what you're supposed to. We'll see. Don't judge me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we wanted to do something interesting and fun. Doing this as long as I've done it, I don't see a lot of Black shows mixing genres and having animation, breaking the fourth wall. And so we wanted to play in that space as well.
Did you know that restaurant menus had more germs and bacteria than any other surface? Crazy, right? So, according to Greg, eating off a toilet is far healthier. I wish he'd pay that much attention to my vagina.
So when I got the script for this audition and I read it and I saw that Lane is always breaking the fourth wall, I was just like, oh my God.
Marital sex won't knock your third or fourth vertebrae out of alignment.
Sounds painful, but I want it.
It's really fun breaking the fourth wall. Like working on it, I had to find a way to be very intimate with it because you want to present it in a way.
Why is it so hard to acknowledge the homeless? They're people too. I'm just gonna look them in the eye and smile. Did a fly just come out of his mouth?
One of the interesting things about working here is just sort of capturing the eclectic nature of Atlanta. It's not just what's happening in front of the camera, it's what's happening behind. Like the mural, when Willie is confronted, I wanted that visual layer, that whatever's happening in the immediate forefront, there's something happening in the background. And I try to do that in each of the frames, whether you notice it or not.
We have a great set for Little 5 Points, which is based off an actual location in Atlanta that they've recreated on the stages, and we actually have built out onto with green screens.
The production designer actually matched that street, just plucked it right from the block and recreated it on the stage.
What I would like to do is embedded myself into the neighborhoods and sort of explored what neighborhoods would fit each character. Vince, I placed him in historic Fourth Ward. And I gave him kind of a loft space. Now, a lot of times people, when they think about a loft space, they think of someone that has a lot of money. But this is something that's been in this family for a while.
Leon works as an auditor. He makes good money, but you wouldn't know it.
He lives in Buckhead, and so we gave him a condo, security at the door, where he feels that he needs to be since he is such a code flipper.
As much as I hate giving him this, Dion's right.
I'm always right.
You think you always right.
Tracy, she's in Old Fourth Ward, and she's gone from a large mansion to your typical rental.
Oh my God, if I died right now, all my obit would say is chick who used to be the shit but ended up struggling. That's not cool.
Veronica always dreamed of being a supermodel, but the skinny models and designers always gave her grief, which caused her to give up that pursuit. But in her mind, she will always be a supermodel.
Veronica, she's a realtor. She's always sort of moving forward, being kind of like the Christopher Columbus of realtors. So she'll go to a neighborhood and change it and flip it and make it something new.
What?
Lane came from the corporate world and decided to take that step out. And so what I wanted to do is to create this bohemian lifestyle, which is, you know, part of the whole idea of being in society today.
It's the only neighborhood I know. It's not the same anymore. I mean, some of the buildings are the same, but shoot.
I remember when I came here in high school, you didn't want to go to 5 Points. But now when you go there, it's very artsy. You have a diverse group of people there, and it has a cool factor to it.
I'd like end up talking about gentrification a lot with drivers, and they'll like pick me up from where I live, and they'll be like, "That's a nice building. How much you pay to live there?" And I'll tell them, and they're like, "That's crazy. Do you know how much it used to cost to live where you live?"
For the good of the community, we have to band together and not support this type of behavior.
Oh, I didn't realize being homeless was a behavior.
For me, gentrification was a topic I wanted to explore from the side of class and not just race, because we always make gentrification Black people the victim, white people the perpetrator. And obviously, because of class in this country, that's often the case. But with Black people becoming more and more upwardly mobile, I wanted to look at what is our role in gentrification.
Let's be honest, if we as a community put out a welcome mat of sorts, then his problems become ours.
It made me look at myself and how I participate in gentrification, because we have Christy, who's the clear version of a gentrifier, but Lane's also a gentrifier. And I am also a young Black woman gentrifier.
Was that yoga lady on the phone? She's trying to get rid of me, huh?
We have the capital, the income now to be that person as well. And what does that do? Do we feel guilty? And so we wanted to look at that dilemma, like our responsibility for our own community, for our own people against, we want to live in a hot neighborhood with nice apartments. Do we have social responsibility? These questions I wanted to explore in the story.
You seem like a nice guy.
Thank you. By the way, I accidentally shit in your sink.
For me, it's really about urban cities and cities that have gentrification, that have different neighborhoods that give you different feelings. And Atlanta has become that. This show is a love letter to Atlanta in that it is the newest city of dreams, and the ambition here, you can feel it in the air. We even wanted the tone to feel a bit dreamy and hopeful, just because you get here, you feel like anything can happen.
Hey Atlanta, you missed me, I ain't going nowhere, but I'm back, fuck these hoes.
My history with Atlanta has been a great one, because this is where I'm from.
Atlanta is rich in Black history. It's fun. Oh, and you know what I really love about Atlanta? I love to see Black people thriving.
This is kind of silly, but I love all the trees that are here. I feel like I can breathe better. The food has been amazing. I tried to be a vegan a little bit while I was here. It's just not working.
Did I talk about the food? Everything comes with biscuits and grits. The city is just full of very kind, friendly, sane people. I sound like a grandma. No, and in the strip clubs and the booties be jiggling. Right, that's what I'm supposed to talk about. Right, that's Atlanta.
Yo, I ain't got a whole lot of time. One of these hoes out here stealing syrup packets. I'm gonna find out who it is.
You'll love this show.
You'll love this show if you like ignorant-ass humor.
You took my answer.
Damn!
I wanted to say ignorant answer.
Oh, well.
Damn you, Felicia.
Just like my role model, platinum wifey status Michelle Obama likes to say, when they go low, it's cute to take the stairs.
Make sure you watch Bigger.
Streaming soon.
On BET Plus.